Bull Armory Spitfire. And yeah, in case you're wondering, yeah, that's my logo on the side. So, story time. So, the last video I did on a Bull Armory, I said it was the fastest subcompact gun I've ever shot.
I've never shot a compact 2011 this fast in my entire life.
And I don't take that back at all. I meant it. It was fast. And so the guys over at Bull Armory are like, well, if you like how fast that gun shot, because everybody knows I like to shoot fast. Am I the fastest shooter in the world?
No.
Anyway, but I like to shoot fast, I do. And shooting fast is a skill set and it's an art form, if you ask me. But they were like, hey, we got this gun called the Spitfire, and it's this. It's basically it's not basically, it is, it's their race gun. Think about it like, since I'm always analogizing things to cars, which is funny because half my audience doesn't give two about the cars that I talk about, and then the other half is like, dead on! So I'm gonna talk to the other half real quick. This is the GT3 RS of Bull Armory's lineup. Not 11 GT3 RS. I'll just leave it there. Peter probably cut some splices and shit in here. But this is a race gun. This is a gun that you would use for competition. You could use it for self-defense because it's still a gun. For me, so basically the guys were like, hey, we'll send you out one of our Spitfires so you can try that out. And I promise you it's gonna change the way you look at fast shooting guns ever again. So I was like, all right, cool. So let's see if that happens. All right, first off, if you just noticed right there, I realized that the presentation on this gun is totally different from like a regular, like Glock 19 concealed carry style gun, right? So my initial, generally speaking, my intuition is typically to come down here like this, but this is a totally different deal, right? So especially because this gun has a red dot sitting on this platform. There are no iron sights on this gun. But since it's sitting on this platform, which is literally screwed to the gun, as you can see here, it doesn't move. It sits there, but it also raises the height over bore. So it's sitting a lot taller than normal. So I have to remember that I have to present in a different manner. And then also with this what do they call this? This gas pedal. So this is huge gas pedals, but then I also got to realize I don't want to push too hard down on it because then it throws everything else off. So it's kind of like I have to train myself to a different mechanic system a little bit to get the gun on target, and then it's off to the races. This gun doesn't move. You want to see that again? Doesn't move. Let's see. Let's try one-handed. Let's see. Oh. All right, let's try it one-handed. Let's see. Oh! Okay. There we go. All right, once I kind of get an idea of what my red dot was doing bouncing-wise, I knew I was pretty much on. So, I mean, let's get back here.
Before you finish watching, a quick word from today's sponsor, Patriot Mobile. For 10 years, they've been America's only Christian conservative wireless provider, offering dependable nationwide coverage across all 3 major networks. You see, switching to Patriot Mobile means you support free speech, religious freedom, the sanctity of life, the Second Amendment, and our military veterans and first responders. Their 100% US-based customer service makes switching really easy. So keep your number, keep your phone, or upgrade. To do so, visit patriotmobile.com/Noir and get a free activation with the code Noir. Thank you, Patriot Mobile, for supporting the channel. All the ammo used in this video was brought to you by Nosler, maker of the most innovative, most accurate, and most effective bullets and ammunition in the industry.
Oh man, these rounds go. Let's go. They go. Okay, so one thing I will say is because this doesn't move, my sight picture stays dead on target. Like there's no interruption between my sight picture other than of course the recoil, but it's not to the same degree you would when it's sliding back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Another thing too is that this gun is heavy. This is a heavy gun. It has a heavy magwell. So like if I want to reload, yeah, of course I flub the reload on the biggest magwell on the planet. But if I want to reload, there's not much thought into it, because sometimes when you're kind of doing your thing and then you like reload, you gotta see it and then you want to come into it like that. You gotta overthink it a little bit. Here, it's just, as long as you get it within the vicinity, you're getting in the hole. Pause. Everything is exaggerated on this gun. Everything. Even racking the gun, the safety is exaggerated, as you can see here. Racking the gun is this lever up here. I keep wanting to do this, but keep forgetting, no, it's up here, which makes it incredibly easy to rack, honestly. It's just boom, it's just such a quick action. The gas pedal is massive as hell. The platform that this red dot sits on is massive as hell. The magazine release is massive as hell. Everything is exaggerated, including this comp or brake, whatever the hell you want to call it, but it's massive. Everything is big. The magazine well is big. Everything is big on this gun, and I'm assuming it's due to the fact that you want to make all the movements that you do with this gun to be gross motor skill. You don't want to do any fine motor skills, because if you're shooting this for competition, you just want to be fast and not have to think about it. So it's boom, rack the gun. It's here. Boom, load the magazine into the magwell. Boom, drop the mag with the magazine release. And then all you want to focus on from that point is shooting. I cannot shoot one round from this gun. Let me try. This gun just wants to run. Let's see. I'm gonna try to shoot one round. Okay. All right. What was that? 2, 3, 2. All right. Let's try to go slow. This gun is so fast. This gun is so fast. All right. I could shoot one round. It's not. All right. So the thing about it though is, shooting strings of fire with this gun is so incredibly easy that it is inherently kind of hard to shoot one round. Another thing is too, from a accuracy standpoint, it's not just the fact that you can shoot it fast, but if I'm gonna dump into this target here, like, come here. You saw how fast those 2 rounds were, right? Look at that. 2 rounds. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go get more ammo and I'm gonna dump a mag and see if I can keep it within that headspace, just to show you how stable and flat this gun shoots. So I just want to show you how accurate on target this thing actually is shooting at speed. This might be more of an indication of my ability to handle and manage recoil. Hey, shut up, Colin, just do the damn thing. All right. Let's see here. And go. Stupid. Let's look at here. Look at this. This is what, a 20 round magazine? Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Well, take 2 away from that. I think it's 25 round magazine because I shot those 2 earlier. That's ridiculous. And Peter had a good question. If I shoot this gun so well and it's so easy to shoot, why don't I just run this as my bedside gun? I mean, think about it. Look, like, wait, like, this is dumb. So why not? Why not run this as my bedside? You know what I'm about to say, right? I'm gonna have to address that in a different video. But it is a good question. Why not run a race gun as your self-defense gun? I mean, See, I don't want to get into it now. We'll get into it in a different video. But nonetheless, this Spitfire has the most appropriate name I've ever seen in a gun, because this thing, in the words of Dave Chappelle, spits hot fire.
Because I spit hot fire.
You know what I want to do, Peter, real quick before we end this video? I'm gonna load up a mag. I'm gonna load up 3 mags. And I want to see how far I can keep consistent hits on fire and how fast, depending how far I am. So you see how far I did it now? So we're gonna go back to the 50, and then we're gonna go back to the 100 and see how that works. All right, so now we're at 50 yards. I like that song. Yeah, if you're wondering, right now I'm listening to music as we're doing this video. But it's like study music, you know, like the synth wave. I'm an 80s baby, I like that. So I do, yes. If you're wondering, I'm listening to music a lot of times when I'm doing these videos. It's kind of like background music, and it inspires me and gets me going.
And it's so annoying.
Why? I can still hear you.
Yeah, there's so many times you can't. Anyways, keep going.
No, but I can hear you. If I can hear you, I wouldn't be able to hear what you're saying now. Anyway, beautiful thing about these bad boys is that I can listen to music while I'm talking. Yeah, shameless plug. I can listen to music while I'm talking to you. So now we're at 50. So I'm gonna see how fast I can shoot, stay on target at 50 yards. I don't know what's gonna happen. This might just be a bust and be embarrassing, or it might just reveal something we never thought of. It took me a second. I had to figure out my hold and, you know, my grip and my recoil management, but I think that was impressive. If you don't, screw off. All right, so now we're gonna go back to, I'd say 80, I wanna say 100 on camera because it sounds better, but it's really like 86, whatever. So now we're just shy of 100. We'll just call it that, just shy of 100. You see how much trust I have? My truck's right there. It's right there. Which is why I'm gonna be a bitch and we're gonna circle and go to the other target over here. Because I am not gonna make those payments. All right, here we go. So this might be a little harder because we're kind of at an angle, but whatever. That speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. There's nothing else to say. There you have it. Oh, let's do it this side because it has my logo on it. Bull Armory Spitfire, because it spits hot fire. I breathe in stereo.